Hello, it's Susan from Everyone Can Craft Community Interest Company here, and I'm going to tell you today about what some of the mugs that we have for those who do other crafts. What do you mean, other crafts? Well, they've got other videos of mugs that are specially for craft for those who do crochet. Another video for people who do knitting, and then there's a third video for those who do yarn crafts, but this one is about those who do other crafts. In other words, not doing yarn, not doing crochet, and not doing knitting. Right. Well, there's a bit of a story behind this one because I saw this picture and thought, that reminds me of a situation I used to know a long time ago. Somebody that I knew got themselves into a bit of a muddle at times. And yeah, when I saw these pencils, the text jumped straight into my head. Now the pencils are lined up, I can get started. Maybe something for the perfectionist in your life, maybe. I don't know. And this one, I saw the knot and couldn't resist using that text. I mean, just look at it. This macrame thing, macrame in the UK, that is, macrame in the US. I know. In America and Canada, they have, yeah. It's an interesting one because it's macrame in the UK and macrame on the other side of the Atlantic. It depends on where you come from. I'm in the UK, so I will use macrame. And it says, this macrame thing has me tying in knots. Tying knots. On there. And this one is an interesting one. It is a stitch in time saves nine. I mean, that's an old product proverb, isn't it? Many of us were brought up with lists of old, or at least I was brought up with learning lists of old proverbs when I was at junior school. We had to there we were taught a whole load of things like that, interesting things that as we were learning to read. But this one puts a slightly different twist on that old there. Can you see that picture okay? Because it's actually a heart with a needle, and the thread is actually being used to stitch up the heart. Yeah, and so it's got a slightly different twist because that one is stitching up a heart, and the feeling is that's well, and it suggests that if you stitch up a heartbreak quickly, it makes life easier than if you leave it a while and let it get worse and worse and worse. Nip the situation in the bud, as they say, or do a stitch in time saves nine. Now this is a funny one. This is I was thinking this out there, and I thought, needle and thread. What do you do with the needle and thread? Well, one of the things you do with the needle and thread like that, you mend things. And I thought, ending station. Well, that's on there, so it's a warning sign for saying there. Hmm, interesting thought on that one. Well, what are these mugs like? Well, these mugs, they are your standard 11-ounce ceramic mugs. They've got a glossy white finish, and the thing that you'll be most pleased about is that they are dishwasher and microwave safe. Yep, I've also given you the size details as per my suppliers, the information they gave me, which is they are 97 millimeters tall and 82 millimeters in diameter. In other words, your standard straight up and down ceramic mug. So why would you buy from us? Well, it's Everyone Can Craft. It is a community interest company. In other words, it's a social enterprise. And the aim is to craft a healing journey for people and places. Notice that some of the mugs that we've got are related to healing, such as that stitch in time. That's sort of thinking about healing and crafting at the same time. We've sort of been a bit sneaky with some of those messages at times. And yes, our intention is to use crafts to help people heal. We also know that no one needs to be left out, as everyone can do something. Yep, even somebody that is profoundly disabled. We've got some activity kits that we've used with people who you wouldn't believe could actually do, crafting at all. Adults with considerable additional needs. We've got those high. No, I suppose available from our market stall. At least they are the market stall as I'm speaking about this. We might have a shop by the time we get there. In fact, that's one of the things that I would like to be able to do. To be able to have a brick and mortar shop with a training centre and there, and so that there. But before we need to get some of these ideas off the ground. So that's the idea of having the mugs around so that we can work to, build things up and get to know what people need and want. So to buy these mugs and support Everyone Can Craft Community and Trust Company, you need to go to the Everyone Can Craft shop. And yes, we've tried to make it easy. That address says www.everyonecancraft.shop. Yeah, nice and easy, isn't it? Make that there. So anyway, that's enough about the mugs we've got for now. Bye.